Hey guys, welcome back to the channel McNallie Money, home of all things stock, investment, and personal finance related. Now for today's video, I'm going to be introducing you to a brand new penny stock on the channel. The company name is Zoomd Technologies, and as the name implies, they're involved in the marketing technology sector or MarTech space. Now I'm really excited about this company for a number of reasons we're going to talk about in today's presentation, but before we do, please take a second, hit the like button you guys. It's a huge help to myself and the channel. If you're not already subscribed, McNallie Money, feel free to do so. And let me know in the comment section below if you're currently holding shares of Zoomd, what you think about their business model, and how you think they stack up to some of the other players in this space. Now, I personally respond to each and every comment, so this is a great way to get a hold of me, and I'd love to hear from you. Now, with that being said, let's get into today's video. Okay guys, so that's right. Today's video, we're going to be profiling a company by the name of Zoomd Technologies Ltd. Trades under the ticker symbol ZOMD.V on the Toronto Venture Exchange here in Canada. Also trades in the United States on the OTC market under the ticker symbol ZMDTF. And based on their close as of Wednesday, June 22nd, this company is currently sitting at about 38 cents Canadian. It was down 1 cent on the trading session, or about 2.5%. And with a fully diluted share count of about 105 million shares, you're getting a market cap in the range of about $39 million Canadian. Now, very similar to the majority of companies we've talked about on this channel, and really the overall market in general over the last couple of months, Zoomd Technologies has been downtrending, and you're now able to pick up shares at a fraction of what you could have only a month or two ago. And as you can see on the 6-month chart, it was only back in March, April type of range that Zoomd was actually trading above 50 cents Canadian. Now, for those of you who aren't super familiar with this company and what they're all about, again, the tagline here is no more, do more. They're a marketing technology company, also known as a MarTech company, really focused on providing a number of different products that are patent protected to their customer base. So we are Zoomd. Nice to meet you. We help marketers gain clarity and unity in their mobile user acquisition, also known as UA, and on-site user experience journeys. We've been fortunate to help so many marketers and audiences. We've worked hard to build the technology that has made it a reality, and we look forward to helping you strategize and achieve your own growth goals too. So founded back in 2012 as an internal site search engine, so that's one of their core products, Zoomd offered publishers a top-line search solution to increase user experience and better traffic monetization. Then in 2017, they merged with Moblin, a mobile-first digital agency, and together they evolved to a full MarTech company, again, marketing technology company, providing both advertising and publishers with cutting-edge technology to achieve growth. So the company's been around for over 10 years now, and during that course of time, they've had a number of key developments or changes in their underlying business model to get where they are today. And speaking of today, Zoomd is now turning 600 million daily events into top measurable business results. So the traction has grown considerably or exponentially over the years. We're going to talk about their revenue growth as well as we move into the investor presentation. And that's exactly why I call this such a high growth company in the tech space. So a lot to be excited about here. So one platform, two products. Again, the products are focused on user acquisition or UA and website publisher capabilities. So on one end of the platform, you've got advertisers acquiring global mobile users or user acquisition. And on the other end, publishers are maximizing their existing web traffic with a whole new search experience. Again, retaining customers on their website for longer and hopefully being able to better monetize these experiences. Now, Zoomd then takes event-based data from both of these products and collect and analyze that within their platform. Their platform includes various modules and complex data flow processes, including patented, owned natural language processing known as NLP. So again, patented technology here, you guys, which is crucially important. Artificial intelligence or AI and machine learning algorithms aim to achieve KPIs or key performance indicators by running automated rule-based engines. The Zoomd algorithm then personalizes and matches data, comparing it to desired KPIs, so you don't need to pay for unconverted traffic, only for results. The algorithm then displays ads and search results that are more accurate than ever for the end user or customer, again, hopefully leading to increased monetization or conversions, and publishers are now able to better monetize their current assets without the need to add more advertising units, all while using the smart data created by these search queries. For advertisers, access to more than 600 media sources and smart intent data generated by the huge amounts of daily data points we just discussed finds the right users to become more precise and much easier to control, all in the same dashboard, thus exceeding conversion KPIs, achieving actual growth for their mobile app. And in a nutshell, that's how Zoomd Technologies allows their customers to grow their platforms. So definitely an exciting company in a very high growth space. And as we're going to see in the investor presentation, as we start to look at some of the financial slides, there's a huge appetite for this type of technology, and their revenue growth has been explosive to say the least over the last number of years. So with that being said, now we're going to jump into the Zoomd Technologies Q1 full investor presentation. I'll leave a link to the company website in the video description below so you can go in and take a closer look for yourself and unpack a number of key slides that really paint a great picture for this company overall. So we briefly touched on the value proposition on the Zoomd website. Advertisers don't have right now a high-level bird's eye view of all campaign data in all media sources. They need to manage and optimize various different campaigns across various different platforms separately. So Zoomd actually goes in and solves this problem for advertisers with a fully integrated platform that allows their clients to efficiently manage their campaigns and budgets in multiple sources by saving them precious time and resources. And you'll actually see in a couple of slides here, they've got a very diverse list of clients in a number of different industries and very well diversified in terms of their revenue streams. Now, the company is based in Israel. However, they have clients and operations all over the world. They're focused on advertising and monetizing the experience through technology, and they leverage their on-site search offered to publishers and that mobile-first user acquisition UA platform to target the most valuable users offered to advertisers. Using this proprietary and patented technology, so again, patented portfolio here, you guys, Zoomd provides a unique one-stop shop user acquisition platform enabling advertisers to achieve superior results on wide, effective digital campaigns. Zoomd's differentiator and competitive advantage is its massive integrations to hundreds of media sources all under one dashboard and its presence in publishers as an internal site search engine. So now that we have a general understanding of what Zoomd Technologies is all about, the various different products that they offer, and the goal they're looking to achieve for their customers, I wanted to briefly touch on the financial highlights. And as mentioned earlier, the revenue growth at this company has been absolutely explosive over the last few years. And as you can see in the top line growth here, revenue has come in at a compound annual growth rate of 183%. Since 2017 through to 2021. So triple digit top line revenue growth over the past 4 years, and they're expecting 2022 revenue to be in the range of about $74 to $80 million on a full year basis, which represents about a 40 to 50% growth over 2021. So still maintaining that impressive growth portfolio despite exponential growth in terms of the company's size over the last few years. Now, in terms of profitability, gross margins for last year came in at 31%, so very healthy margins. They were at 30% in Q1 of this year. So Q1 results actually came out at the end of May, and we'll talk about that towards the end of the presentation. They achieved adjusted EBITDA of $5.8 million in 2021, and so far, or Q1 of 2022, they're sitting at $1.9 million, so well outpacing what they did in 2021. On the client diversification front, I quickly mentioned this a couple of seconds ago. No more than 35% of their sales come from any single one geography or industry as of last year, and they're expected to further diversify their customer base via acquisition. So we're actually going to look at some of the different customers in different industries in a second here. Their balance sheet strength. So as of Q1 of this year, they had $5 million US cash on their books and no long-term debt. So that's a key thing I look for in these penny stock type of companies. They've got a quality management team with a ton of experience in the industry, and they have that underlying and ongoing commitment to invest in engineering technology, sales, and marketing to continue to grow the portfolio of customers that take advantage of Zoomd products. And I should note that expanded technology can come in the form of organic innovation or through strategic acquisitions like we've seen in the past. And as we talk about their diversified operations, you can see they've got global presence here, you guys. So customers in Mexico, here in Canada, Bulgaria, Israel, obviously, India, and Singapore. And on a holistic basis, they're now serving customers in over 70 countries around the world. And if we take a closer look at some of those clients, you can see all different types of verticals or industries here. So food and delivery, customers like Burger King; gaming, serving customers like Zynga and Sony Pictures. Under sports, they've got Betway and PokerStars, so some of the biggest iGaming or online gaming platforms in the world. Finance, they've got Qcoin, we've talked about that on the channel before, Crypto.com, eToro. Under the entertainment vertical, they've got Lingo Kids, Once, and Yubo. And then finally, under the commerce space, they've got customers like Vinted, Claro Shop, and Sears. So some of the biggest players around the world in their respective sectors are all leveraging or utilizing the Zoomd technology and portfolio of products to better engage with their customers and monetize that advertising experience. Now, if we drill in on the key products here for a second, the mobile app market specifically is growing exponentially around the world right now. So in 2021, advertisers spend around $80 billion globally on user acquisition through apps. So this represents 40% plus year-over-year growth, and you can actually see that compound annual growth rate since 2020 has been averaging about 19.5%. And they're expecting that to continue right through to 2025, and they expect by that point in time, between the Apple App Store and Google Play, we're going to see global downloads in the neighborhood of about 230 billion. And you can actually see by geography here, broken down App Store downloads by 2025 compared to Google Play downloads in the same year. North America expected to be up 28%, South America 45%, Africa a whopping 128%, and then anywhere from about 13 to 28% in the Middle East and Europe. So again, an extremely high growth sector or industry to operate in, really focused on quality user acquisition. And that's exactly where the Zoomd proprietary platform comes into play. So their customers, which are actually the advertisers, are seeking to acquire new users and new revenue based on campaign targeting and performance goals or KPIs. They then utilize the Zoomd platform, their AI or artificial intelligence and ML or machine learning modules, which we talked about a little bit earlier, to process campaign targeting and performance goals to find the best media sources to achieve those goals or KPIs. They then leverage various different media and data sources, so the campaigns run on multiple media sources from more than 600 that are supported and integrated into the Zoomd technology. And that in turn spits out or generates new and existing users. So new users are acquired or user acquisition. New revenues are generated from these new clients and existing clients on those platforms. Now on top of that, you've got the on-site search engine product. So this is going to allow unique internal site search technology. You can see regular sites compared to the Zoomd site search, much better user experience and interface. Also allows better opportunity for product placement or marketing. It seamlessly integrates into the publisher's website. It's free up front, and they actually generate income through a revenue share based business model. And Zoomd offers superior upgraded search experience with proven extended user session time. So audience retention, longer user sessions, and overall better monetization opportunities. And between these two sides of the house, that's really where you get that unique UA or user acquisition machine that Zoomd is offering to their customers. So all UA activity is under one screen. Customers are now able to acquire the most valuable users. They've got a robust marketing platform integrated into 90% of global mobile media. So their technology plugs right into the majority of media that's currently available, integration to leading social channels, which allows customers to reduce their media costs and campaign resources. They're adding a second layer of fraud detection, so safety and security is paramount here, and their KPI rule-based AI engine, which allows customers to deliver on their specific results. And this is really a nice view or flow chart of the overall platform in action. So you've got the advertiser focused on user acquisition. You've got the publisher focused on on-site search. These feed into the machine we just talked about. So the AI, machine learning, KPI, rule-based engine, that's going to spit out personalized results and matches compared to the advertiser's KPIs, which will in turn dictate what ads are displayed to the user, so content and search results through that on-site search platform. And the end result is for the publisher, it's going to lead to better site monetization, and for the advertiser, it's going to lead to better users, more users, and better purchasing patterns. Now there's a couple other things I wanted to specifically call out in this presentation that you should be excited about if you're looking to make an investment in Zoomd Technologies. Number one is their self-serve UA product, which is expected to launch in the second half of this year. So this is really a service as a software product. And this is essentially going to allow Zoomd to license out this technology to a variety of different customers, leading to recurring license-based revenue focused, or at least initially focused, on key growth industries, which include e-commerce, gaming, and fintech or financial technology. So really appealing to a new set of customers, and again, adding a new revenue stream for Zoomd overall. Now, the other thing I wanted to bring up is just how Zoomd stacks up to some of the other players in this space. So when you look across the board at some of the other companies offering these type of services, Zoomd really is the only one that's touching on all these key different pillars. So whether you're talking about the channel compatibility, social channel integration, their on-site search data, app market focus, or the diversified revenue streams we just alluded to, you can see Zoomd Technology is the only one that checks all the boxes. And that's really what leads to this differentiation that we're seeing at this organization compared to some of their peers. Now, a couple of the things that are key to understand here, especially in the tech space, you guys, is Zoomd does not own its own media inventory and rather acts as a layer on top of all these other media channels. So as we start to see new advancements in iOS 14 and 15, privacy changes or challenges, things like that, that's not going to impact Zoomd's overall profitability. And they're still acquiring new customers since the iOS privacy change. Now on the Facebook, Google duopoly situation, obviously these companies are under extreme scrutiny right now. Again, the Zoomd platform is just a layer on top of the existing ecosystem here. And as a result, the changes made within the Google or Facebook algorithm or marketing policy don't impact the platform's ability to perform. And at the end of the day, doesn't jeopardize that unique value proposition to Zoomd customers. And then the fourth point here, again, they call out that service as a software product. Again, planned for launch this year through a monthly subscription license or fee plan that's really focused or targeting on those in-house advertising departments that are gaining increased traction at companies rather than working with specific marketing agencies. So essentially for small or mid-sized organizations looking to take advantage of some of these products. And really, with all that being said, it's no surprise we're seeing such exciting financials from this company. So if we look at their revenue over the past couple of years, back in 2017, they only put up $4.7 million US in terms of top line revenue. By 2018, that was close to 29 million. 2019, about 27 million. 2020, the heart of the pandemic there, about 25.4 million. Then in 2021, all the way up to $52.6 million. And again, the forecast for 2022 is currently sitting at about $74 to $80 million, representing a 40 to 50% increase from last year. Now, the other thing that was super encouraging as I looked through this investor presentation is the operating expenses expressed as a percent of revenue have continually declined over the past few years. So again, speaking to management's experience and ability to control costs, as of 2021, operating expenses represented about 25% of revenue. And as of Q1 of this year, that had dropped down to 24%. And overall, that's why we're seeing these positive developments in terms of adjusted EBITDA. So 2021 was a record year at $5.8 million, and we're already on pace to beat that in 2022, with Q1 coming in at $1.9 million. So if you actually look at the enterprise value to revenue or enterprise value to EBITDA of Zoomd Technologies compared to some of those peers we looked at a couple of seconds ago, you can see they're miles ahead of the competition, indicating a great opportunity here, especially given the recent pullback in share price that we talked about in the intro, if you're looking for exposure to the marketing technology space. And as I mentioned, here's the Zoomd Q1 2022 financial results, a report which came out May 31st. Again, I would encourage you to go in and take a read through this if you're looking at making an investment in this company. So with that being said, and to end out today's presentation, a ton of things to be excited about in terms of Zoomd Technology over the next few years. This is one that I've definitely put on the top of my watch list, and I'm going to be actively looking at opening a position in the next few weeks. Again, I'll keep you guys posted if and when I decide to jump in. And in addition to all of the stuff that we talked about in today's presentation, I wanted to leave you with this slide here, which talks about some of the key upcoming catalysts for this company. So first up, they had the successful acquisition of performance revenues in Q1 of 2021. Then in Q1 of 2022, they folded in Albert.ai. So these two acquisitions were able to expand their platform abilities and supply customers with a wider solution under one umbrella or at one place. They successfully navigated the recent iOS 14 plus changes and actually found this change had the opposite effect on their business compared to the broad market. They're actually growing from these changes. They have their new self-serve product offerings, which again are focused on small to medium-sized businesses. The launch of their recurring revenue service as a software model focused on the small to medium business market, which we talked about in today's presentation. They're continuing to diversify their customer base in new geographic territories, so Latin America, Asia, North America, in hyper-growth industries such as e-commerce, fintech, iGaming, and education, again, which we touched on in today's video. And the overarching macro trend here, you guys, is we're now coming out of the pandemic situation and advertiser demand is starting to surge again, which is going to be a major catalyst or bullish factor for Zoomd Technologies moving forward. So for those reasons, I would definitely encourage you to take a look at this company. I'd be super curious to hear your thoughts in the comment section below. Let me know if you're currently holding shares and how you think their business stacks up to some of the other players in this space. If you're still watching the video at this point in time, hopefully you found some value. So make sure you hit the like button. And if you're not currently subscribed to the channel, McNallie Money, feel free to do so. That's all for now. Thanks so much for watching and have a great rest of your day.